So I'm 29, and that makes me too old for the MLP fandom by default, but a lot of people my age weren't dumb enough to make the mistake of sticking around for more than a few years before piecing the hell out of the whole fandom. But, if you're like me and found the MLP fandom and its fan content in 2011 and decided to stick around for 2, 3, 4, 5 years longer than you probably should have, you may have a soft spot of nostalgia for some of these early videos that turned into viral hits back in those days. The same kind of nostalgia that helps you forget how lonely of a human being you are as you sleep with a Rainbow Dash plushie every night wishing she was real and she actually gave your life meaning. Ugh. So these are some videos that actually a lot of the old guard of the fandom rallied around and used to either promote it to show to their friends or used it to inspire themselves to make their own stuff. And without trying to sound too corny about it, it was actually a really effective way of having people who never made videos before actually give it a try, myself included. So without further ado, I'd like to quickly highlight some of the older, more influential videos that we saw back in 2011 using a special device known as the Nostalgia Exploiter 5000, a device made to help enhance your video viewing experience and to a lesser extent try to avoid YouTube copyright, but it was made with you, the viewer, in mind first. The first video is one by the name of MLP AMV Epic. 7 artists by Fuji, Muji, Wuji, Shuji, Zha. So many syllables. This is so early on in the fandom they were still calling these videos AMVs instead of PMVs, and much like many of Satan's Temptations, it features a catchy pop song, many different colors to catch the mind off guard before the soul-sucking ritual begins, and promises of lesbian imagery. But in all seriousness, it's one of the earliest attempts at a full MLP music video that tried to do lip sync of the characters to the lyrics of the song, and despite it being from very early in the fandom, before the standards of videos had to be at a very high quality to get attention, it did a serviceable job. Overall, this video was a good starter for the people who were browsing among the earliest of the fan content late at night when everyone else in your house was sleeping and wouldn't find out your dirty little secret. You like My Little Pony, you freak! Hey, you know what else was popular in early 2011? What's that, Dad? Skyrim, bitch! This was the game that was being hyped up to be the next coming of video game Jesus at the time. Remember how epic the trailer was? Remember the chills you felt down your spine as that music played? Remember how crappy the water effects were? Like, holy shit, they were bad. But shitty water effects aside, this didn't stop an author by the name of Mr. Yuridovich from taking the audio from the trailer and making a pony trailer version only a few days later. Hey man, when something like this is at an all-time high of hype level, you can't blame the guy for cashing in on what he did. And to his credit, when you compare the original trailer's themes with the MLP scenes he used, they match up pretty well.
No one wanted to believe they even existed. And when the truth finally dawns, it dawns in fire.
There's a few minor things here or there that don't really work out for this trailer, but for the most part, it was pretty solid and another instance of how Brony video editors got more eyes on the product. Much to the delight of the greedy Hasbro executives rubbing their filthy, money ink-stained hands together. This trailer also holds the distinction of perhaps being the first viral video trailer that was featured by a number of online gaming publications such as The Escapist, Game Informer, and The Blog, where mostly white people who play video games write about white guys who should feel bad for being white guys who play video games. Oh man, that is some dirty exposure, but it's fun to indulge in dirty things sometimes now, isn't it? Am I right, audience? But that leads us right into our next video, a video fueled by nothing but memes. So I decided to follow up a Mr. Yuridovich video with another video that he made that's kind of on the opposite side of the spectrum of, you know, here's a good video, a good trailer video, it's nice, and then here's pure cancer! Here's pure cancer going on right here. There is nothing else you can say about this video. It is cancer of the highest order. And yet, I can't bring myself to stop watching it until the end. Even the really slow part that emits the same sound you hear as you make your slow, dreadful descent to hell. That's like my favorite part. I think it's just because I'm empty on the inside as a person, but really that is my favorite part. I remember when this video was going viral and it was everywhere and people were getting so mad. because it actually at one point surpassed the number of views that the original video is based off of had. That's not the case today. The original video has actually caught back up, but all the same, it was really entertaining to watch people be mad over something so simple as a view count. So for those parents out there who thought that maybe I'm gonna get onto YouTube, show my child some very educational pony videos, I'm sorry, I cannot provide that for you. Instead, I've given you videos made by a man who was probably driven to make them out of pure spite and cocaine-fueled rage. And now that we're mentioning cocaine, it's only appropriate that we now mention another video featuring a horse that pretty much feels like she's on cocaine all the time.
Show me how to lie, you're getting better all the time, and turning all against one isn't art that's hard to teach. Another clever word sets off an unsuspecting herd, and as you step back in the line, a mob jumps to their feet.
Featuring a song from The Offspring that would not be totally misplaced if it was on a Chipmunks album. This video is very notable actually for having a huge amount of views. Currently 25 million, which is strange because there's really not a whole lot notable about this video. On the video editing side of everything, there's lip sync attempts, but it's not really well done, and the scene selection doesn't do anything special other than showing sped up clips of Rainbow Dash. The only thing that the video editing side does pretty well is it shows the motions of the scenes matching up to the beat of the song really well on some occasions, but other than that, it's nothing special. And the audio of this is actually an interesting case because really, it's not just a sped-up version of the song. The person who made this had to pitch shift the vocal track, but also slow down the entire track to make it so that the pitch was higher, but the song was being sung at a relaxed pace. I was staring at this video for 70 hours trying to figure out how did this video get such popularity on YouTube, other than the YouTube algorithm giving it huge favorability in 2011 and 12 early on. It's really hard to say, why did people flock to this video? And then I realized I was thinking way too fucking hard about this, honestly. It's a video with Rainbow Dash, a character who likes doing fast things with clips that are sped up. And on top of that, you have a very catchy Offspring song, and albeit it's been pitch shifted to all hell, it's still kind of catchy in the way it is. It's got some weird charm to it. And that maybe can explain why it's got 25 million views and like 100,000+ likes on this video. So that's what you got. You got a very simple video with very simple editing, though the audio side of it's kind of impressive, but other than that, it is a video that people always think of when they think of the early popular videos, because again, this one just blew up in popularity at the time, and basically, that's all it was. Now finally we reach what is probably the most influential video from this batch, Night of Pony, star symbol, Japanese writing .mp4 by Unanimous Delivers. Now I have a soft spot for this video because it was the one that pushed me over the edge.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not gonna take this anymore!
Into making my own video content. In terms of speed, this video has what the kids call no chill, and it is up in your face right from the start. In terms of catchiness, it somehow is able to take the grunts, screams, and squeaks of the character voice clips and make it sound like a cohesive chorus of spastic singing angels. And while not wholly impressive these days, the cool little editing bits of looping and mirror scenes add a little charm to the whole thing. It was also the big influence in use of certain video effects, such as the cookie cutter tool, which is a horribly unattractive effect, usually accompanied by a colored outline that became a thing for a while in the YTPMV videos. But this video was very inspirational for a lot of people in making their own stuff. A lot of YTPMVs were inspired because of this video, other things that took the character voices and made them into the songs from video game tracks, or just songs in general. And this was the major turning point for an entire genre of videos to start being created. So there you have it, a bunch of videos that were pretty big back in the day of 2011 that get enough people thinking, you know, am I enough of a loser to want to make pony videos for any span of my life?
Yes! Yes!
For real though, I want to thank you all for watching. Let me know what you think of the choices in this video. Let me know if there are any choices you thought I should have put in the video. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe, and hit that bell button. Oh god, I'm fucking circling the drain of begging on the internet. But seriously, if you like the video, cool. If you want to see more of this, cool. I kind of was planning on making more and getting some other people involved soon. So if you want to see more of this garbage, let me know. Thanks.